All right. Well, sorry about jumping on. I hope everybody's doing well. Sorry about jumping in a little bit late. I hope everybody is doing well out there, Beachbody champions. Here we are once again, new coach Tuesday night. Again, I apologize for getting on a little bit late here. My name is Kim Carver. I am coming to you actually live from Los Angeles, the Hat right now. We're here for our a leadership event that we do once a year. And we're actually doing a virtual event, but doing a portion of it that we're recording or streaming out live. And so I actually had to get on an airplane for the first time in like 9 months and come out here to LA. And I was a little bit late getting on today, but I hope that you are all doing well. This is New Coach Tuesday night. So the purpose of this training is to talk specifically to new coaches. And so hopefully those of you that are tuning in or are watching this as the recording, are new coaches or maybe actively engaging with new coaches. And the goal of all of this is to help you get your business going right. Now, look, hopefully you have a very supportive and engaged sponsor coach who has helped you get started with the business, who has sat down with you and set goals and has you in groups and moving forward. And I hope that is going well for you with your business. And the purpose of this is just to add to that. The purpose of this is just to maybe help support that and talk to you as you get going here. And so we want to do that. We've had a lot of brand new coaches join us over the last 6 months, and we just want to continue to talk to you, to engage with you, to support what your team is doing to help you. All of us have the same goal of helping you get going well with your business, to have success with your business, and really start to build that momentum. You know, as a brand new coach, that can be one of the most intimidating things. There was a saying that I'm pretty fond of that says it's the start that can stop most people. And I found that to be true. A lot of times it's something where if you're sitting there thinking about it for a long time, or the longer that you're hesitant maybe to engage or to get going, the more susceptible that you can become to never getting started, or maybe when you do start, those initial moments of uncertainty when you're questioning, can I really do this as a coach? Am I qualified to have these conversations? Can I really help people? I'm on my own journey myself. How am I even eligible to be called a coach? All those self-doubts and those things that can kind of run through your head and keep you from engaging. Well, we want to talk through some of those here. We want to help you as a brand new coach with Team Beachbody as you're getting going. And so there is a lot of things that are coming at you, a lot of things, it's brand new and a brand new experience, new terminology, new Facebook groups, all the stuff that's coming that's new. And I want you to know that if you're feeling a little bit overwhelmed, that's okay. You'll quicker than probably you realize get your hands on it, get your hands around, and understand what it is. And part of tonight, my goal for tonight is to help you do that, is to help you maybe simplify your focus, where you're putting your energy, because while there's a lot of things you could be doing, really there's only a handful of things that you should be doing. And as you do those things, even if they're a little bit new at first, the more that you do them, the better you'll get at them, the greater comfort level that you'll increase, that you'll have while you're doing them. Let me just make sure real quick here as I'm looking around. I want to make sure that I don't have any issues. A lot of times I'll get messages from my team if I'm having streaming issues or something. So I hope the hotel's Wi-Fi is doing okay here. I have to use the Wi-Fi with everyone else here in the building, so hopefully it's doing well. So here's what we're going to do tonight, coaches. I've got a presentation that I'd like to go through with you real quick, and it's meant to kind of accomplish what I just explained to you. Then afterwards, I'm going to jump off, and myself and my team, we will go in the comments. And if you have any questions about anything that we talk about or anything related to maybe what you're doing as a coach, ask the question there. All right, ask the question there. Always also make sure that you're asking the same question to your personal sponsor, that you're reaching out to them. I just want to make sure. Okay. So I've got some of my teammates calling out my hat. The Braves are taking it to my Dodgers tonight, so they're definitely making fun of that. However, let's get back to this. Ask your question in there. Make sure you're also asking your personally sponsored coach those same questions as well. We just, again, want to make sure you get those answers. So let me go ahead and bring this up real quick. All right, here we go. I hope everybody can see that. All right, New Coach Tuesday night. Here we go. Let's really talk real quick here. Obviously, we're so glad you're here. We want to start with a welcome. And again, just this training is designed to help you get some key things under your belt as you get started as a coach. And at the end of this, my goal is just so you kind of know where we're headed, is to have a clear idea of the things to focus on. Like I said, a lot of things you could be doing, only a few things probably you should be doing, and knowing what those things are. As a quick checkup, up to this point, if you're watching this video as a new coach, you should have by now read the welcome email. Okay, where is it? It's your email address you used when you signed up as a coach. That's where that email address is. You should have watched those getting started videos that the welcome email talked about. All right, if you don't know where those are, you have to go into the coach office. Well, you just go find the email. I'll tell you where they're at, but I'll tell you here too. You log into the coach office under the training tab, then you'll click on the little section that says getting started. And there's 5 getting started videos, and the 5 sounds like a lot, but they're actually fairly short, and they'll help you get your business set up, your direct deposit set up your websites, and even some of the basics around starting to talk to people. Okay, you need to then be, third thing is connected to your coach. So hopefully at this point, you've all connected with your coach. All right, if you haven't done that, if you're unsure who your coach is for whatever reason or how to get a hold of them, all that information is also in the coach office under my dashboard, or you can contact us at the company and we'll get that to you. But it's important that you've connected with your coach. Also, at this point, we want you to be actively doing a program in a group, or you're part of a group and you're doing a program, or you're getting ready to start a program. All right. That's one of the most important things we'll talk about in just a minute that you could be doing right now as a brand new coach is doing a program. Now, a lot of you new coaches have been customers with ours for a long time, so you already know our programs, you know all about them. But we still, obviously in doing those, whether today's your first day doing a program or you've been doing them now for years, it's always important as a coach to be doing a program. And then finally, we want to make sure that you all have a group that you can invite someone to join. As a brand new coach, as a new coach, it's important that you understand that this is one of the most critical tools that you have available to you. We have a new platform called bod groups. A lot of coaches also use Facebook that you can use to be able to have a group, an accountability group that you can invite people to join with you to do programs. This really is a key part of our formula for getting people results. And it's also it simplifies a lot the process of asking people to get started when you have a group to be able to invite them to join and to do it with you. So if you can't check all 5 of those boxes, a good first thing to do tonight before you go to bed would be to get all 5 of those boxes checked off. All right. So make sure you get those done. Now, I do want to start real quick for all you new coaches with the mission statement of Team Beachbody. It's help people achieve their goals and live a healthy and fulfilling life. And we really do believe in that mission statement. It is something that is a key part of who we are. And coach, as a coach with Team Beachbody, the more that you let that mission enter into your heart and into what you're doing as a coach, you'll see really the tremendous impact that it has. It changes the conversations that you'll have from people as you really, you set as your goal helping people achieve the very best versions of themselves and living a more healthy and fulfilling life. And it really is a key part of being a Team Beachbody coach. Now, as we get going with this training, thinking about that mission statement, here's some things I'm going to ask you to kind of embrace. All right. And maybe let's think about embrace. And I don't know, with the COVID-19 pandemic, I remember the other day, I had a family member that I hadn't seen in a long time. And when I saw him, it was so good to see him. And I gave him a hug. And it occurred to me as I was doing that I hadn't hugged anyone like that I wasn't my direct family in a long time. And boy, it sure felt good to have that hug, that embrace. A little awkward at first because you're not sure what to do with it, but it felt good. Well, in a lot of ways, that's what I'm asking you to do right now. Okay, I'm asking you to embrace some things that maybe feel a little bit awkward, but I'm going to tell you, as soon as you start doing it, you're really going to understand it. The first thing, I want you to accept the fact that what you do as a coach does matter. You got to accept that. It does matter. You can't don't try to pretend it's small or to minimize it. What you do as a coach matters, and you have to embrace that. Okay, you have to embrace that you do and you can and you're able to make a difference. You also need to embrace the fact that there's going to be a learning curve. You're not going to show up right away and have all the experience and everything necessary to be able to do and have the success that you want right out of the gate, or to be able to be as smooth or as effortless or as unintimidating or comfortable as you will be eventually, and that's how you want to be right now. There's a learning curve associated with that. So as you go through the discomfort of that learning curve, the frustrations of that learning curve, don't let that set you back. Don't let those thoughts of, I'm not good at this, I can never do this, none of that. Don't let that get into your mind. The only thing that separates you from where you're at now to where things are a lot more comfortable, a lot easier to do, is just work. It's just some work that you've got to do to get that experience, to get through that learning curve. And this whole process, the third thing I'm going to ask you to embrace is that it's going to push you. Coaching has this unique way of helping you improve in those areas of your life where maybe you've kind of been running away from, or that you really could benefit from improving the most. It's going to push you to grow. But I can promise you that it's going to be worth it, that you'll come out of it. If you do it right, if you dedicate yourself to it, if you put people first, you'll come out of it much better. And you'll definitely get out of it more than you'll put into it as you grow and as you build yourself a rewarding business for yourself. All right. So one of the questions I get a lot from brand new coaches that I want to just address right on the bat is, can I do this? You know, you sign up, you think about it, but you're still harboring some of these concerns about, can I actually do this? Is this going to be right for me? You know, all these things that are coming. And I just want to just say, yes, you can. Okay, coaching doesn't mean you have to have it all figured out. It doesn't mean you have to have your results already, right? It doesn't mean you already have to have all the credibility in the world and people just look to you as an authority figure at this point as you start as a coach. All those things will come with time, but they're not a prerequisite to coaching. Coaching is caring for yourself and inspiring others with your example. Coaching is a sincere interest in helping others. Coaching is connecting people to Beachbody, the Beachbody Total Solution, which I'll talk about in just a little bit, and approach, and helping them get results, holding them accountable to the tools we give you so they get results from those. And coaching is developing a supporting community, large or small, of people. Okay, and that takes time, that takes effort, but you can do those things. Those are things that you can do. All right. As we get started here as a brand new coach. Okay, and let me just actually stop sharing for just a second so I don't beat you to death with PowerPoint slides. You know, all of that whole preamble that I've just gone through for this whole time, there's a reason why I do that. I'm doing that because my experience has been that so often, so many coaches in your position that are brand new and getting started, they never give themselves the chance to even get out of the starting block sometimes. So many coaches in your position, they will overthink things. They will be hesitant. They will second guess themselves. They will do all these things and they'll find reasons why they can't, instead of believing just a little bit that they can, and that it's worth it for them to be able to do it. And more than anything that I'm going to share with you the rest of the night, if I can just maybe help some of you flip a switch and say, I'm just going to do this. I'm going to, have a desire to help other people. I'm going to use the tools that I've been given as a team access to as a Team Beachbody coach. And I'm going to help people use those tools by just doing it with them and helping them stay accountable as I hold myself accountable to the program that I'm doing, and help them get results. And then just start the process. Just start the process. Start with the people that you know. Start with the people that are closest to you. Ask them to do it with you. There's so many people that need these types of solutions right now, right? Working, staying healthy and staying fit while they're at home. And so, you know who those people might be. We're not asking you to try to convince people to do something they don't want to do, but I'm confident that all of you have people that you know right now, that you talk to on a fairly regular basis that could benefit from it. And that's where you start. You start having a sincere desire to help them. You start with a sincere desire to connect them with the tools that you now have access to. And then you start with a sincere desire to do your best to help them by holding them accountable to those programs. And when it becomes more about them than it does about you, a lot of those other concerns and those hesitations and the hedging kind of start to fade away a little bit. And you start to understand what it is to really, truly be a coach. All right. So we'll jump back into the deck here now that I gave you that little break from the PowerPoint. Now, I want to start by talking about something I'm sure you probably have all heard about at this point, is this word Success Club. If you haven't, that's okay. It's something you'll hear a lot as a new coach. So when we talk about Success Club is simply helping 3 or more people each month to get a challenge pack and join with you in a group. Okay, in other words, we'll use the terms like getting started with their own health and fitness journey, but it's really that. Now, it can be other products as well, but to keep this discussion simple, let's just talk about it in terms of helping people get a challenge pack, which is our total solution. When you do that, we say that you've qualified for Success Club. Now, this is a monthly thing. So a key part of your business as a coach is going to be helping new customers every single month. You're going to help new customers come in, get started as you continue to support the customers that you've helped get started in previous months. And that's how your business will start to grow, as people are using Beachbody solutions and your support to get results. All right. But a goal then is to qualify for Success Club by helping at least 3 people in a month. Now, for some of you, you're like, that's no big deal. I've got that. That's like a layup. I've got that, no problem at all. Okay. Others of you are like, I don't even know if I can help one person right now. Okay. So, but what I'm going to ask you to do for just a second, if you will, is regardless of which camp you're in, well, maybe just even specifically the latter camp, what have you got to lose by setting that as a goal for yourself? What have you got to lose as a brand new coach of trying to put together a plan with yourself, working with your upline coach to be able to help you put together a plan to qualify for Success Club in your first month? What have you got to lose, right? That focus of trying to be able to do that, of doing the activities behind that, will really help you get your business started off right. And there's some key benefits to this. When we talk about qualifying for Success Club, there is business growth that happens with that. It's something that you can focus on. It's one of the key things that you can focus on that will help you grow your business each month. It's part of learning how to become a coach, is getting in the habit of helping new customers every single month. Now, to support that, in addition to the rewards from our compensation program, there's also additional prizes and recognition that comes along as coaches qualify for Success Club, right? Additional new prizes from the company that come your way, recognition, and then it also makes you eligible for an annual incentive trip, the Success Club trip that we have, all right? Now, as a brand new coach, you actually have a really unique opportunity. Brand new coaches, to help them kind of get in the mode of qualifying for Success Club, we have what we call a Success Starter program. And all that is when a brand new coach qualifies for Success Club in their first, or 3 times in their first 6 months. So in the month they enroll, and then the 5 full months after that. If they qualify for Success Club 3 times, then they're what we call a Success Starter. So you've got that unique opportunity right now, coaches, to be able to do that. Now, maybe you're saying, well, Kim, that's great. Why do I care about becoming a Success Starter? Well, Success Starter has some great recognition that comes along with it. Plus, you get an exclusive invite to be in a test group for a new upcoming fitness program. Now, maybe you don't fully appreciate what that means, but that is probably one of the most coveted things that coaches in our network want, is the ability to be able to preview and be in a test group for a fitness program that is going to be released. All right. It not only gives you some great insights into how the Beachbody solution works, but it also gives you really, really kind of an inside track to help you leverage that launch for your business, right? As you're able to talk about the results you're getting from the program before it even starts to launch. So that's an amazing thing. And finally, as a Success Starter, you also get a free ticket to our annual Coach Summit, which this year is in July in St. Louis. It's the can't miss event of the year. We all come together like a big family reunion, and we are hoping that we get to do it this year. Because it really is something that is a one-of-a-kind experience, and it's something that we all look forward to at Team Beachbody every single year. So that being said, now, this kind of gets at the heart of what I wanted to be able to talk with you about tonight too, right? So we've gone through this. We've kind of talked a little bit about how you can, believing in yourself as a coach and the purpose behind all of that. And now I talked a little bit about Success Club, this idea of helping new people every single month. Now you're probably starting to tune me out a little bit. Maybe some of you have flipped over to other tabs. You're kind of listening to this in the background. You're not quite checking it, but I want you to come back to me here for just a second, because now we're going to get a little bit more into the how. We're going to get into, now that with those things, we understand those pieces. Let's talk about how we get there. Let's talk about how we make that work, new coaches. All right. And this is where I want you to take some notes. I want you to make some promises to yourself. I want you to listen to the things I'm going to share with you, and I'm going to ask you to make some commitments. And they're not hard commitments to make. There are 3 simple commitments that I'm going to ask you to make. And I can promise you is that if you'll simplify your focus on just keeping these 3 commitments, that it will make a huge difference for you as you're getting started in your business. All right. And it will be the way that you'll be able to get the success that I know you're looking for, and the experience and the confidence that you feel like you need right now, and that you're going to gain through the process of getting your coaching business started. So let me jump back into the deck real quick here. So let's talk about the how now. The how now. That rhymes. How now? Blue cow. There are 3 key coaching commitments that I want to talk to you about tonight. The first one is to commit to your own results. The second one is commit to a meaningful purpose for your business. And the third one is commit to what we call the vital behaviors. Let me get into these a little bit more in depth here. Committing to your own results. What I mean by that is that I want you to think about that in your business, you're going to have a lot of customers. And the very best customer in your business should be you. You should be your best client, your best customer. You should be the person who shows up with the most energy, that you are your very best customer. And because all the people whose lives you're going to impact as a coach, all the people's lives that years from now you'll look back and you'll see this trail of lives that you've had an impact on, people's lives whose fingerprints you've left your fingerprints on them. The very first person whose life you're going to change is going to be your own. And that starts from a commitment to your own results. Okay. It starts from making that commitment to take care of yourself, to do fitness programs, to follow nutrition programs, to do personal development, to do those things that are going to help you improve as a person. Now that seems like a pretty simple commitment, right? Most of the time, in fact, what a lot of coaches will tell me is that one of the biggest benefits to coaching is that additional feeling of accountability that they feel like they have to their own health and wellness, to their own well-being, to their own, doing things like personal development. That enhanced commitment has it keeps them showing up. It keeps them going. It keeps them, moving down this path that they started. And so make that commitment to your own results. Make that commitment to yourself, okay? That you're going to show up, that you're going to be there, and that you're going to live our total solution. All right. When I talk about total solution, this is the Beachbody formula for results. It's nutrition plus fitness plus support. Okay. Nutrition in the form of Shakeology, our supplementation and nutrition programs. Fitness in the form of our workout programs on Beachbody On Demand. And support in the form of groups, on BOD groups, Facebook, whatever. Okay. But the support, that being engaged in those 3 things every single day, every single month, living that total solution. To get your own results. And then the only additional thing you're going to start doing now as a coach, okay, is sharing that journey, is talking to people about it. This isn't about arriving at some idealistic, station down in the future when you've achieved the goal results that you want, and you can then feel like you have now the authority to be able to coach, or the credibility to be able to coach. That's a great thing to do, but I'll tell you right now, you're going to find a lot of people will relate and connect to you on your journey, because that's where they are. And so as you're doing this and sharing that journey and sharing the experiences and sharing the things you're learning, as you're engaging with that's really, really a great way for you to be able to talk to potential customers and connect with them and relate with them in a very real way. Okay. So that first commitment, commit to your own results. Will you commit to your own results, new coaches? Will you make that commitment? If you'll make that commitment to yourself, let me give you some ideas on what you can do every week to keep that commitment. Okay. Make it a non-negotiable to do your workout and drink Shakeology every single day, to follow a nutrition program, and to make sure you're actively participating in a group. That is our total solution right there. Okay. That you're going to do those things to live our total solution. Okay. So keep yourself accountable to that. Let's go to the second commitment. The second commitment for coaches that I'm going to ask you to make right now is to commit to a meaningful purpose for your business. Now, I know when I say that, this sounds like very, Tony Robbins, rah, rah, hoopla, hoopla, softy, softy, just give me the facts. Don't give me all this hype stuff. I don't know if that made any sense or not. It's been a long day, so I'm just kind of was rambling there for a minute. But committing to a meaningful purpose for your business, you will find that one of the most powerful things that you can do for your business, aside from committing to your own results, is making sure that you keep in mind a purpose behind why you're coaching, what you're trying to achieve through your coaching business. And there's a couple reasons for this. People only do things consistently that matter to them, okay? And as you are going through that learning curve I talked about earlier, as you go through coaching, you're going to come across obstacles. Chances are you've never done something like this before. Anytime you do something new, there's going to be headwinds and pushbacks and learning curves and things that you're going to have to go through to get the success that you want. And having a clear purpose helps you keep that drive alive as you work through those obstacles. It helps keep that drive because going through that process now has a purpose, if that makes sense. When the sacrifices and the things required aren't connected to a purpose, it just feels like meaningless suffering. But when it has a purpose, when you understand why you're doing those things, when you understand why you're getting up early to work out, or why you're having, initiating or following up on somebody, even though it makes you feel kind of awkward to do that, whenever you're, spending the time to try to learn more about our products, whenever you're going through all of that stuff and you're like, ugh, it's the drive that helps you remember this all has a purpose, okay? So ask yourself, what am I wanting to achieve with my business, okay? What's motivating? What's a motivating, meaningful short-term goal? Long-term ones are fantastic, but what's something that could be meaningful to you right now? Is it helping to pay for groceries? Is it putting together a meaningful community of people that kind of helps combat some of the isolation that maybe we're feeling right now? What's a meaningful short-term goal that could be a purpose behind your business? Keep it simple, but meaningful, okay? Don't overthink it. A lot of times when I talk to new coaches and we talk about this, man, they feel like they're trying to solve like this super complex problem. But if you just ask yourself, what's something that's meaningful to me? What is it that I want to achieve that matters to me with this? If you'll just find something small but meaningful, just get started living that way. One of the things that you'll find is as you do this for your business, it will bleed into other parts of your life, and you'll start to live more purposefully in other parts of your life as well. You'll discover the power of endowing your actions with purpose. And it can start for you with your coaching business. Now, here's a couple things to do to help you keep this commitment that I'm asking you to make. The first one is to keep your why or your purpose visible. Put it into visible location. You hear people do this they'll make vision boards, right? And they'll cut out things or draw things and put it someplace where they can see it. You'll wear a wristband to remind you. One of the things that I like to do is I like to actually take a dry erase marker and I write a little, couple words to myself to remind me of the purpose or the things that I'm focusing on my rear view mirror in my truck. That way, whenever I'm driving and I look at my rearview mirror, which you do frequently when you drive, I see it there and it reminds me, all right? You've got to keep that visible. Keeping that visible will be a reminder to you and help instill in your mind again, over and over again, why you're doing those things, okay? Why you're doing the things that you're doing, and it will motivate you, all right? And then every time you do that, I want you to ask yourself, is that still meaningful to me? And if the time ever comes when the answer to that is no, then you need to reevaluate things a little bit and you need to update that. Okay, the third commitment is to commit to the vital behaviors. Now, this commitment right here, the first two commitments are really ones where that are very introspective and internal and personal to you. This is a commitment where I'm going to ask you to make, which will kind of force a lot of you to go outside of your comfort zone, because it's going to push you in ways that maybe you haven't been pushed before. Now, let me explain a little bit about this commitment I'm asking you to make. First of all, the vital behaviors. What's that phrase mean? Well, the vital behaviors are the most critical things that a coach focuses on to see success in our business. They're things that we have identified through extensive research, ongoing research, that these are the things that successful coaches do. Okay. Now, like I mentioned before, there's an endless number of things you could be doing as a coach, but only a handful of things you should be doing. And the vital behaviors help you stay focused on the most important and the most leveraged things. Think about that as a coach. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. You don't have to come to Team Beachbody and go, boy, I've got to figure all this out for myself. No, we will tell you the things to do. Then you just have to figure out the best way for you to do them, all right? And that's right there is 90% of the battle right there. Now, what are the vital behaviors? Well, there are 4 of them. First one is be proof the products work. The second one is connect, invite, follow up. The third one is help get people results. And the fourth one is to do personal development. Let me look at these in a little bit more detail. Be proof the products work. Now, that's really simple for you in this presentation because all you have to do is keep your first commitment to me. If you keep that commitment to your own results, you've kept you're doing the work for the first vital behavior. We didn't have to talk more about that. So let's go to the second one. What does connect, invite, follow up mean? Well, this is really a process of doing 3 things. It's growing your network or your base of followers on social media, okay? Engaging in those activities that help you kind of expand and grow your network on an ongoing basis. The second thing then is building connections with people, okay? Starting conversations, starting connections with people, not just going right to them and asking them to buy from you or to join a group, but the process of actually building genuine connections with people, all right? And then the third one is the process of inviting people who are ready to get into a group with you, to join you in a group and leverage the Beachbody solutions with your help as their coach, all right? That's really what that is, okay? The third vital behavior is help get people results. That's once they made the commitment to start, what do we need to do as coaches? Well, we need to help them stay accountable to those programs that you now have access to as a coach, help them stay accountable to get those results. Now, we do this primarily through groups, BOG groups, right? Getting people into these group environments, and then as a coach, you using those group environments to help these people get results. And then the fourth vital behavior is to do personal development. At least 15 minutes a day to improve yourself, your skills, and your knowledge, right? Helping you become the very best version of yourself. Now, those 4 vital behaviors are very, they're very great. They're very good guidelines for what we're trying to do. Hold on real quick here. Yeah. What I'm trying to kind of, or what your daily activities are, all right? But one of the things that we've also done for you, okay, and to help you keep this commitment is to specify specific activities within each one of these vital behaviors to help you get the most out of them, all right? And we've done that in what we call the Success Club System Activity Tracker. Now, if you're a brand new coach, hopefully you've already seen this. If not, now you've seen it, all right? You'll notice right across the top, those dark blue bars, okay? Those are all 4 of the vital behaviors. Be proof the products work, connect, invite, follow up, get people results, and do personal development, okay? Those are the vital behaviors. And in those light blue boxes are the activities, the most leveraged activities for each one of those vital behaviors. So now, and then in the columns to the right are the 7 columns each day of the week that you can check off as you engage in these activities, all right? I didn't even use this slide, and I was just showing you right here. There's the 7 days, there's the vital behaviors and the activities for each days, and there are the days right there, okay? So if we go through these real quick, be proof the products work, workout and drink Shakeology, I already talked about that. Connect, invite, and follow up. What are the key activities for that? Well, this is the biggest one. Look at this sheet. It takes up the most space. But this is where we really want to give you the most help. So it's initiating connections and adding followers. That's the first thing to do, okay? So starting conversations, following up with people, talking to people, looking through Instagram for people that you might connect with and following them and liking some of their posts and making a comment, see if they'll follow you back. Things like that, right? Doing a social media post once a day that showcases the benefits of your healthy lifestyle or maybe has a call to action. Again, something that will start engagement with people. Updating your Facebook or Instagram story throughout the day, all right? Responding to all new likes, comments, or views. And then inviting people to join a group or learn about coaching, and then doing follow-up, okay? These are the key activities within this vital behavior that we've spelled out for you, okay? Getting people results, again, is all about engaging in groups, doing recognition and responding to questions. And then personal development is all about, just spending the time tracking that I've done. I'm engaging in things to improve myself, okay? Now, one of the things we get a lot of questions about, okay, is how can I learn how to do these things? Well, I will always tell you that experience is the best teacher. So it's one thing to watch 5 hours worth of YouTube videos. It's another thing to do it yourself. we do have actually quite a bit of training for each one of the activities that are located in this tracker. We have trainings, and the trainings are designed to help you understand some of the best practices and tactics that will help you get started. But really the best teacher, the best learning is going to take place as you engage in the activities themselves, okay? But you can find the trainings that we've curated from some top, very successful coaches to help you get started, either in our coach office under the training tab and the Success Club system portion of the page, or the champions page, here on the champions page, in the unit section, all right? You can find the training there. All right, so the last thing that I want to talk about with regards to the 4 vital behaviors, and I've mentioned it probably 100 times, and I'm going to mention it at least one more time right now, just to make sure you understand this, okay? And I want you to hear me in case you missed it other 100 times I've said this. You will gain confidence in these activities as you do the activities. Consistently doing the activities will increase your experience, understanding, and comfort with them. This is how you'll develop confidence. So if you're feeling a little bit uneasy right now, that's okay. Everybody does. You get past that as you do it. And it might require a lot of willpower and discipline and courage to start, but as you do it, you will get better and they will become more comfortable to you, and it will require less anxiety on your part to engage in it. So just trust me, just get started with it, all right? Remember that what you do matters. That first thing I asked you to embrace at the very beginning of all of this, what you do matters. So do your best, give yourself some grace to be learning as you get going, focus on the other person, take yourself out of it and your desire to help them, focus on that and let that experience come as you engage in these things, okay? Now, that commitment to the vital behaviors, what can you do to keep that commitment? Well, make sure you use that Success Club system activity tracker. Print out, 7 copies for the next week, print out, what do we have, 90 days, we have like 10 weeks left in the year. Print out 10 copies of it through the rest of the year, okay, that you can use, all right? Use that Success Club system activity tracker, and then always make sure that you have a group that you can invite people to join. If you can do those 2 things, you will be keeping this commitment that you're making, all right? So weekly checkups you can do for yourself. You can just write these down or come back later or take a screenshot of it or a photo with your phone right now. But if you want, at the end of each week, you can ask yourself these questions to kind of, as kind of like a litmus test for your keeping of these commitments. Did I do my workouts, follow my nutrition plan, and drink my shake? Was I an active participant in my group? Is my business purpose meaningful to me? Did I complete the Success Club system tracker at least 5 days? Okay. Did I have a group that I can invite people to join? Okay. And that's really, you guys, what I wanted to be able to get to you guys tonight. Okay. I want to be able to share that information with you and help you understand as you get going. Keeping those 3 commitments really, really, really does make a difference. It really, really is the best thing that you could be focusing on right now as a brand new coach. All right. So grateful for you guys. Welcome to Team Beachbody. Excited to have you. If you have any questions or anything, feel free to throw them in the comments and we will do our best to answer them for you. Also reach out to your coach. Thanks, guys. We'll talk to you soon. Bye now.